The Day I Started by Natural Gropius. When I got into high school, I was too embarrassed to play Pokémon anymore. I threw everything away but my Game Boy Advanced. I graduated high school and realized there was no need to throw all of my stuff away, so I went on a website to find a copy of Pokémon Fire Red. They were all $30 plus. I found a game called Pokémon Water Blue. It was only $4. I was surprised. It had everything I needed. I didn't even mind that it had a weird name. I bought it and waited patiently. I played some online games while waiting when it finally arrived. No case, just the cartridge. I didn't mind and put the game into my Game Boy. I felt a nostalgia flood. I started the game and named myself Red and named my rival Blue. I chose Squirtle because the game was called Pokémon Water Blue, obviously referring to Blastoise. I traveled on to Viridian City and then delivered Oak's parcel. I then went to Viridian Forest to catch Pikachu. Surprisingly, it was the first Pokémon I found. There was something odd though. Its cries sounded almost sad. Pikachu's face looked like something bad happened to him. I felt sorry and ran. I felt like I did something to it, even though I did nothing. I continued onward. I trained my Squirtle to level 12 and caught a Weedle. I evolved it into a Beedrill. I went to fight Brock. I beat his trainer and started fighting Brock. It said he had 3 Pokémon, strangely. I beat his first 2 using Water Gun, and he sent out his third, Pikachu. I heard its sad cry and looked at his sad face. I began to get a little scared. I knew this was a ROM hack at this point. I attacked and it wasn't very effective. Expecting it to use Thundershock and kill me, it used Curse. I was even more frightened, as if I did do something to it and I was right. I attacked again. Phew, a critical. I thought I was done, but it had 1 HP left. It used Curse again. Its speed rose, making it faster than me. I used Tackle to finish it off, but it being faster, it used Destiny Bond. We both fainted. I won, not gaining any experience points. I turned off the Game Boy without saving. I looked up the name of the game. I ended up only finding one result on my problem. A forum post talking about how they game called Pokémon Water Blue on a website. They complained about a Pikachu. They haven't logged in since October 13th, 2010. 2 years ago. I looked up the username. Strangely, I found many results. Most of them being about missing people. Frightened, I sold it so I don't have to worry about it. I mean, I did pay for it. Now I fear the day I started playing Pokémon again. That was the day I started. Final thoughts? Just cliched crap. I honestly have almost nothing to say about this. The entire story needed to be scrapped and rewritten. Every single plot point is just cliche crap that no one cares about. The only things I have to take note of either than that is that the author doesn't seem to know what a ROM is, as he or she called the physical cartridge a ROM hack, and that Curse makes your speed drop, not rise. Honestly, I can't tell if that last one is the author not knowing how Curse works, or if that was supposed to be creepy. Peer editors on the forum, I need you guys to really crack down on this, because this one should never have been handed in to me as a finished product. We want good stories on this show, not just cliched crap like this. Don't be afraid to just put your foot down and say, okay, this is not good enough, this needs to be scrapped. That's it for this week's Creepypasta. Tune in again next week when we tackle yet another story, written and sent in by the fans with The Curse of the Candle. If you want to write your own story, help peer edit a story, or even just read the stories early, check out the description where you'll find a link to the Creepypasta section of my forum. You'll also find a link to the playlist of every Creepypasta reading I've done. Remember that if you want your story to be read on the show, you must stay active on your post on the forum as well as read the forum rules. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, sweet dreams.